really looking forward to this matchup. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. He stopped right there after a short return. For running room, the coverage unit wasn't having it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Running inside. It's Bishop. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. At the 35, he's open. Bust through behind his pad. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Under fire. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, knowing the play is over.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they...
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and there he goes. Past the 50, the 40, the 20, and he scores! Touchdown, Volunteers! Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The run inside. It's Cobb. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Brown wants to pass. He's got him. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Sweet cut there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Defense in press coverage.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Move it. Magic.
Brown will throw it. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Running inside, it's Bishop. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Vols moving quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Rush is on him. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's there to make the stop. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Line getting set on second down. The option look. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Brown wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. Fires downfield. On target over the middle. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other side. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The lone back's got it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On the move, it's Bishop. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap on third down. Zings it complete to the right. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The run inside. It's Bishop. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still second and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down. Running inside, it's Cobb. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Direct snap. Now the pitch. Turning it on. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Tackled there by the defense.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air on 1st down. Looking for a big play. He hauls it in and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Ready to go back to work on offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the 1st. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Kill. 390, twilight.
They'll try to run for it. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down.
Switch it.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Tigers will try to move the sticks on 4th down.
Ready. 30.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Go.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run for it. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Making side adjustments here. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You talk about
going downfield for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's taking the shot. And the timing just a hair off.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's what I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field. And you got to
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Finding some room. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Upstairs to make the catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Vols want to move quickly.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give on the counter. Plows through the defense. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. I mean, here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Cobb. Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. Past the 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
Running free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely searching. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17th. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. That's caught. It's Singleton. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's a give to Washington. Open space at the 25. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.